Module 7B, writing a letter to the editor, expressing your opinion. Okay, so today we are doing another writing task. So can you tell me what is the meaning of editor? Yeah, an editor is a person who is in charge of the final content of a newspaper, magazine, or even a book. Okay, so now we are going to write an semi-formal letter. Okay, so you look at your full blast book, page 108, 108. Okay, so this is a sample of the letter that you're going to write. So let's look at this together. So discuss A, activity A, discuss. Why do you think people write letters to the editors of a newspaper or magazine? Okay, so people usually write letters to express their opinions or they want to comment about the issue. Okay, number two, have you ever read any of this letter? Okay, I think some of you might have read the letter in the newspaper. Okay, number three, would you consider writing a letter to the editor? Yes or no? Why? Okay, so you need to answer yourself. Okay, so let's look at the where's that the essay there? Okay, you can pause the video while you're reading this essay, this letter. Okay, let's look at this newspaper article. Okay, it's talking about the mayor. They want to build a modern shopping center. Okay, so however, there are some residents, a resident mentioned that they don't need a shopping mall because there will be trees will be cut down. Okay, so we look at this letter. So the letter they write, a reader wrote this letter to reply, to give comment about this newspaper article. Okay, so firstly, he agrees with the mayor that a shopping center would be very convenient. But then after that, he expressed his disappointment because a shopping mall is going to cause air pollution, and he also suggests the mayor to look for other location to build the shopping mall. So let's look at activity C. Number one, use appropriate greeting and signature ending. Is there any appropriate greeting and signature ending? Yes. So you have dear sir here and then after that ending here. So put a tick here. Number two, explains why she's writing in the first paragraph. Yes, she mentioned her purpose. Number three, uses rude language. No. Number four, justifies her opinions and give examples. Yes, put a tick. Number five, use rhetorical questions for emphasis. Yes, she asked questions. Number six, refers to specific points made in the newspaper article. Yes. Number seven, expresses her opinions in an aggressive manner. No. Number eight, makes suggestion. Yes. Number nine, use linking words or phrases. Yes. Number 10, write in a formal style. Yes. So you put your tick there. Okay, so let's look at tips. Number one, use appropriate layout and style. So you need to use the correct format. Yes, correct. Number two, group related ideas together. So you need to put, all the ideas into paragraphs systematically. Okay, you need to put it properly. Number three, refer to specific points made in the newspaper article. So you need to answer the points given in the newspaper articles. Number four, state your opinion clearly. Number five, use question for emphasis. Number six, don't be rude. Number seven, use linking word or phrases. So you can refer page 33 and 57. Okay, so when you're writing the letter, don't forget about the linking words because this is going to affect your score. Okay, and then we look at the outline of the letter. Number one, you must have opening paragraph. Okay, so you need to mention the purpose of you writing the letter. Number two, body paragraphs. So there should be two paragraphs. So you need to focus on two aspects. So first, you give opinion, justification, and then examples, and then you give suggestion. Number three, closing paragraph. You need to give an overall comment, and then you summarize all your points. Okay, let's look at this one by one. Number one, greeting. So this is example. Number two, opening paragraph. You can mention why you are writing the letter. So you can use these two examples here. Number three, and then continue, you have body paragraph. So you need one or two paragraphs. Okay, you need to focus on one or two aspects. Okay. And then you give your opinion, provide justification, examples, and then make any relevant suggestions. So these are the examples here. And then closing paragraph, summarize your point and your letter. And this is the way. And then you have signing off. For signing off, you need to remember to use yours faithfully here. And then let's look at the question there. Okay, activity D. Read the writing task below and discuss the questions that follow. Okay, so this is a newspaper article. Okay, so now you need to write a letter to the editor expressing your view about this issue. So according to the survey that was carried out among residents in our city last month, litter. So litter means buang sampah, pembuangan sampah. Merata-rata tempat. So litter is the number one problem our city faces. So it is a fact that streets are overflowing with rubbish, and it is even impossible to enjoy our parks and beaches because of the problem, because there are a lot of rubbish. At a protest demonstration held outside the city mall yesterday, one angry protester asked our reporter, "Whose responsible is it to keep this city clean? Isn't it time the mayor did something about it?" That is a good question. But aren't we all responsible for keeping our cities clean? Okay, so you need to answer this question. So let's look at the points here. Number one, so you need to answer this. Whose responsibility? So about this litter, so this is whose responsibility? Tanggung jawab siapa? Adakah kami ke ataupun sesiapa yang bertanggung jawab? And then you have number two, isn't it time the mayor did something about it? So what are the ways to solve this problem? So what is the solution? You need to mention the solution later. So now you try this mind map. Okay. Page 109. So you can try this first. So now you can pause the video. After you finish, you can continue with the video. So number one, sources of litter. What is the cause? What is the cause of litter? Where does the litter come from? And then you have consequence, apa kesan dia? And then you have solution, apa penyelesaian dia? So sources of litter, we have number one, irresponsible driver. So they just throw their rubbish out from their car. And then you have pedestrians, pejalan kaki. And then after that, you have not enough rubbish bin in streets or park beaches. So you cannot find the rubbish bin. So people just throw anywhere. Number two, consequences, apa kesan dia? Not able to enjoy parks, beaches, etc. Danger to people's and animals' health. And then you have ugly looking city parks or beaches. And then you have bad smell. Solutions. So what are the solutions? Street fines for people who drop litter. So you kena just give them the saman. Memberi saman kepada orang yang membuang sampah. And then environmental awareness education. So this one refers to pendidikan untuk mengajar mereka tentang kesedaran persekitaran. And then encourage recycling so that we have less rubbish. So if you do more recycling, so you will have less rubbish there. And then lastly, you have increased amount of rubbish bin. So there should be more rubbish bin. Okay, so let's look at the task. Activity E. Write a letter to the editor of newspaper expressing your views on the issue described in article above. So use some of your ideas from activity D. So now you need to write this letter. You can follow the sample given here, but then now you need to answer this question. Okay, this is the question given. So don't forget the main point is, okay, so you need to choose two aspects. dua point yang penting. So here you have 3 sources of litter, consequences, and solution. So you can choose 2. Okay, sources of, maybe you can choose sources of litter, consequences, or you want to choose sources of litter, solution. Okay, you need 2 main points only. After that, you need to answer to, you need to link to this question. Whose responsibility is this? Okay, and then another one is, isn't it time the mayor did something about it? What should the mayor do? Okay, so you may try writing the letter now. All the points are here. Just follow this one. Okay, so that's all from me. Good luck in writing the letter. If you have any question, you can always ask me. You can use voice messages or you can just send me a text message. Okay, so I'll be waiting for you. Okay, see you soon.